Good morning, TL Travelers, and welcome back to the TL Travel YouTube channel. As you can probably tell, I still have this horrendous cold, but I'm happy to report that I am feeling not great, but like definitely a lot better than I was the last time that I saw you. So the plan for today is that I have to actually go back to Chiang Mai Ram Hospital to get some final blood work done. So the deal basically when they let me go was that I could go back to my hotel, but that I did have to come back for some blood work and that kind of thing. And if my platelets had not gone up, then I would have to go back to the hospital. So fingers crossed that I do not have to go back. I think like with the way that I'm feeling, I am kind of getting like feverish breaks every now and then where I have to just like lie down and chill. But I think that with the way that I'm feeling and the way that things are going, I should be fine. So keep your fingers crossed for me. But yeah, that's the plan. And yeah, let's go do it. Okay, so that appointment was a success. I got my blood work done yet again. My insurance that I like already had covered for the blood test didn't end up covering, well, I mean, it would cover the exam, but I'd have to file a separate claim. So I ended up having to pay for that in cash, which was 350 Thai baht, which is the equivalent of like 4, 8, 12, just over $12. So $12 for an appointment and blood work is not too shabby by paying for your own medical care standards. So now the plan is to go grab some food before I head back out to the villa. I'm gonna head over to this restaurant that's supposed to be really close to here that Derek recommended while he was accompanying me. He would be company in the hospital. It's supposed to be pretty good and have some Western options, which is sort of what I'm supposed to be trying to stick to until I'm like all back to good health. So no spicy food, no foreign bacteria. So that's the plan. So let's go. Okay, so I am home, which is great news because that means that I didn't have to stay at the hospital, which makes me super happy. I got my bill from the insurance department and everything like that. My insurance covered essentially everything from my medical stay, aside from one overseas call, which cost me 115 baht. So that's great, but I thought that I would share with you guys a little bit about like the pricing and how much things cost, just like for people who, because I know that there are a lot of people who travel without travel insurance, which, just to be clear, I don't recommend doing, but that's just from someone who has had 3 overseas hospital stays. But yeah, so I'm just gonna share with you, I was in the hospital for 4 days, and I'm not gonna like give you a detailed list of like every single thing, because it does write like every single thing down that I paid for, but just sort of like the bigger things, and then I'll give you like a grand total so that you can just like have an idea and know how much it was. I mean, it definitely wasn't as much as you would guess that it would be, I don't think, but it also wasn't cheap enough that you would really want to pay for it out of pocket, I don't think. So, you know, this is just like information for the traveler. So I've got my handy document here. The first charge is for my room. I was in a private room, I was not in a ward. I imagine that if you don't have insurance, they probably put you in a ward room, but I didn't have a choice either way because the wards were full when I went. So my private room for the 4 days that I was there was 5,400 Thai baht, which is 213 Canadian dollars. And just so you know, I'm doing this in Canadian dollars. So if you're Australian, then that is essentially equal. And if you're US, then that's gonna be less for you because, you know, that's just life right now. And that is a price that's gonna be pretty standard for everyone. So accommodations, $213. Food is another one that would be pretty standard for everybody. So over the 4 days that I was there for breakfast, lunches, and dinners, it was a total of 1,743 Thai baht, or $68.80 Canadian. So that's not too bad. I had a nursing charge for the 2 nurses that I had that were taking care of me, 2,880 Thai baht, or 113 Canadian dollars. Turn the page. And there's like a ton of like little tiny charges, like certain medical supplies 1, medical supplies 2, lab investigation, pathology, lab 2, lab 4, general medical equipment, like things like that. So I'm not gonna get into all of those little things, and I imagine those would be different for everybody. But the one thing that I did find that was really interesting was, so my in-hospital medication, so of all the medication that I took while I was in the hospital over the 4 days, came to 14,352 Thai baht, or 566 Canadian dollars. And then the home medication, because as you guys saw in my last video, I brought home a huge bag of meds, which is like right here. And if you saw that video and how much medication was in there, you will probably be as shocked as I am to know that that cost 1,352 Thai baht, or $54. So like, I once paid $85 for a puffer in Canada. So I paid $54 for that whole bag, and if you didn't see that video, I will leave a link up here so that you can go back and check out all of the medication that I have, because yeah, so that was $54. And then more expensive than all of that medication was the saline solution that I had running into my body by IV, and I had 7 of those. Like, I'm sorry, just like so much saline. So 7 saline bags came to 4,464 Thai baht, or $176. So it was like 3 times more expensive for my saline than it was for like all of that medication. And the grand total for my entire 4-day stay was 49,250 Thai baht, or 1,944 Canadian dollars and 88 cents. So again, I am from Canada, so like we have free healthcare in Canada, which like I'm all about. So I don't have the greatest base of knowledge as far as how much certain things cost to get them done, aside from like going to pick up my medication at Costco and like paying $84 for a puffer that time. But I would say that like $2,000 for a 4-day stay, with the attention that I got and the care that I got and all of the medication that I got and just like everything like that, I'm assuming that that would be more expensive in other countries. But again, if you're a backpacker or a traveler and you don't have medical insurance, it's not a small sum of money either. I think a lot of people sometimes like get the feeling they're like, oh well, I won't get travel insurance, but if I have to be in the hospital for a night or two, I'll just pay for it out of pocket because it's so cheap. So it's like it is inexpensive, but you know, and like there was no like surgery or anything there. So if you really were in like serious trouble, that would add up quickly. So yeah, I just wanted to like share that with you guys in case you were interested, and just give you guys like a bit of an insight into the medical care system over here in Chiang Mai. So yeah, I think I am just going to go ahead and end this vlog here. It has been a short but exhausting day for me, and I am just gonna go to bed. I know it's like still light out. It's early, but I'm yeah. So if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, definitely do it. We post new travel content every Thursday and Sunday. And until I see you guys again, stay great, travel safe. Bye.